Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly forecast. I keep saying that. Welcome to your love and romance reading for the month of March, not the week, the month of March. This is going to be for Virgo sun, moon, rising, and yes, of course, Venus. I know a lot of people like to watch their Venus sign for love readings, so I include that. If your Venus sign doesn't resonate for you, don't feel bad. It never resonates for me, even in the love readings. But for some people it resonates, and you don't know until you watch the videos and you see what resonates for you and what doesn't. So we're going to connect here and see what's happening for Virgo sun, moon, rising, and Venus for the month of March 2020. Yeah. Let's get right on in there. Monday. Oh, I'm stuck on that weekly reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Your card here is the Emperor. My. So Virgo, you could be dealing with a masculine Aries or Scorpio energy, because Emperor is going to be associated with Aries and Scorpio. Keep in mind it could be their moon or their rising or their Venus. You don't always know. It might not be their sun sign. But overall, you might be attracting some kind of a divine masculine or someone who is very, very, very super duper independent, okay? One thing about the Emperor too is he is somebody that is going to be showing you that they care about you by having a whole lot of opinions about what you're doing and what you're up to. If you are a masculine energy, you may be stepping into Emperor kind of traits or characteristics. A lot of the times when I see the Emperor come up in a love relationship, like this is truly, this isn't the kind of relationship where you guys are taking turns driving the car, right? You guys have your own car. You're meeting each other there, so to speak, figuratively. So this could be somebody very business-minded. If you are someone who is in business, and I think something came up for you guys similar in the weekly forecast, maybe that's why my mind kept wanting to go to the weekly forecast. Maybe the energy is very similar, but if I'm not mistaken, for the first week of March in the Virgo weekly forecast, something came up around career, that there may be love coming in through career or through work, and the Emperor could signify that, could be a signification of this for your month of March. There could be somebody that you're encountering through work. I would say if somebody's been very persistent about pursuing you for any kind of collaboration, chances are they have more than collaborating on the brain, if you know what I'm saying, okay? So it could be very much that kind of energy as well. But it can be a divine masculine. It can be a very highly independent person, a very successful person, a very well-traveled person. I feel this person might even be somebody that speaks a lot of different languages. I just feel very, very cultured for some reason. I'm getting a very cultured feeling from this person. But I will say this, they feel to me to be very unyielding, okay? They're not going to do a whole lot of changing. And so this is going to be someone you're going to have to take them as they are or not at all. I definitely feel that vibe from this card. Your next card here is Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords is going to indicate communication. There's a lot happening with this full moon, this full warm moon that's happening on the 9th, as well as we're wrapping up this Mercury retrograde energy, where a lot is happening with communication. So I feel this is someone with whom I do feel there will be a lot of passion and there will be a lot of physical connecting with this individual if you decide that you're going to move forward with them. But I feel before this happening, for whatever reason, I feel a lot of you guys getting to know each other is going to be by phone, like talking on the phone. I feel like there's very, very long phone conversations. And it may not necessarily be simply a matter of distance. You all might not be very far apart. It might not be, I mean, for some of you it could be long distance, but I feel it's just more, for whatever reason, you guys are having a lot of very, very long conversations, and I feel a lot of it is by phone or on the phone. You're even kind of laughing or joking to yourself that you feel like a teenager again. I don't know if any of you, I think most of us have done it, right? Like in junior high and high school, like your parents go to sleep and you sneak on the phone and you're talking to somebody for like, 5 hours all night. And then you're like, how did they know that I was on the phone? You don't think that they're going to know about the phone bill. Or know or see the phone bill. So I just feel like there might be something happening here where you're even kind of joking about this or laughing about this to yourself, where you feel like a teenager, where you're just like, in bed on the phone like all night. I just feel there's a lot of communication, a lot of talking. I also feel, Virgo, this is a very interesting relationship because I feel this person's a really good listener, and I feel like you're doing a lot of talking. Talking. And this is helping you like hear yourself. This is helping you figure out what you want and what you think. I feel that this person is very non-judgmental, right? Like they don't judge you. And they might be significantly older than you as well. But it is a major arcana card. And when the major arcana cards come up, it tells us that there's a past life connection here. There's a contract. You all have agreed to meet each other for a reason. And I think there's something about the connection with this person that's giving you a sense of like being able to ground yourself, or being able to get your footing, being able to lay down a foundation for yourself. I feel as you're getting to know this person, you're also getting to know yourself. There's like this whole like level of inception there. Your next card here is Two of Cups. Now, this came up for Scorpio as well. So, Virgo, you may be dealing with a Scorpio. And so there may be some communication here. And there may be, coming closer. And I always say this about the Two of Cups. When the Two of Cups comes up for me, in a reading, it tells me that it's like two people who are outside of the realm of codependency. They're ready for a healthy relationship. And it's like two people who are always giving, who are finally finding each other. Because what happens when you're a giver, you end up with a taker, right? And we get sick of it. But when I see Two of Cups, two givers have found each other, and they're just giving to each other, and each person is putting the other first. And that's the kind of relationship that's going to succeed. That's the kind of relationship that's going to last. When you have two people and both of them are thinking every single day, how can I make my partner happy? That relationship is going to go on forever, right? Because you have two people that are really satisfying one another, okay? Really satisfying one another. Now, with Scorpio, I got the feeling that this person was really wanting to satisfy them, or was very generous in the bedroom. For Virgo, I feel for you guys, it might be a little bit different. Not that this person's not generous, and I do think that this is somebody that you're going to be pleased with in that aspect of the relationship. I don't think you're going to have any complaints about what's happening in the bedroom. But I kind of feel like this person's almost letting you lead the way in terms of like what you want to do, or how you want to do it, or when you want to do it. Like they're not pushing you. They're just very cool about it. Like, okay, do you want to? Are you comfortable? Do you feel ready? Like what do you want to do? So this person might even be giving you an opportunity to explore and to find yourself in this way, to find out what you like and what you don't like. There may be some experimenting here. There may be, trying things that you've been curious about. I feel like this person's giving you a place where you feel safe to just kind of discover yourself. I really feel that as you're getting to know this person, like I said, you're getting to know yourself better. Your next card here, Virgo, is Five of Cups. Okay? Now, Five of Cups could be some disappointment of how things are going, as they might not be going exactly as you had planned. But the message with Five of Cups is that not all is lost. There's still some good stuff here, but you might be losing sight of it. Like I said, the Emperor is very independent energy, right? And the Emperor is going to need a lot of alone time. The Emperor needs a lot of space. And, you might have been hoping that because of the connection, This may be a relationship or a person that's going to be like looking to hurry up and move forward, or, you know, move in together or get married. And the Emperor may be like, look, I like you. I'm not seeing anybody else. I'm committed to you, but I'm not in a hurry to, like, you know, tie the knot, or, you know, drop down to one knee here. Like, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. What we have is good. Let's continue getting to know each other. So you may have some disappointment in that way, or vice versa. The roles can be reversed, right? But Five of Cups is saying not all is lost. Focus on the good. Focus on what you have. Virgo, I feel like this relationship is a chance for you to come out of the black and white thinking of like time frames and labels, right? Like people are like, oh, it's the third date, you have to sleep together. Or, oh, you've been dating 3 months, that means you have to meet all the friends. Or, you know, it's going to happen when it's going to happen. You're not going to, there's not like a recipe that you can follow, okay? And I feel this relationship is teaching you that, teaching you to allow things to develop naturally. And so Five of Cups can also indicate that you're very tempted to self-medicate, because you might be having strong feelings develop, and you may be like, whoa, I don't want to feel these feelings. I want to run away from these feelings. So if you have had issues with self-medicating in the past, although there's nothing bad happening in this relationship that we can see in the cards anyway, that vulnerability that you're feeling, the fact that you're feeling feelings may feel overwhelming for you, and you may be tempted to go back into some self-medicating habits. And Spirit is saying, don't do that. This person has come in to open up your heart. Allow yourself to ride the waves of discomfort, and before you know it, the discomfort will pass. Don't try to bury it or push it down or repress it. Your next card here, Virgo, is the Moon. And what did we talk about just now? Overcoming fears. I love it when we get confirmations like that. You know, the Moon is going to be doing that shadow work, you know, connecting with the fears, connecting with the worries, learning to trust your intuition, coming from a place of intuition and faith, as opposed to coming from a place of fear. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer as well. Both are associated with the Moon energy, but the Moon is going to be more so Pisces, if I'm not mistaken. But this is going to be an energy of overcoming your fears, you know, overcoming your fears. This is a significant soulmate. I will say that. I think where this relationship goes depends on how patient you are, or how long you're willing to wait around for this Emperor energy to, or you might be in the Emperor energy. I think it's up to you how far this relationship goes. I think the ball is in your court, Virgo, but there's some things that you're going to have to understand about this person's personality. I think that this is a very, very, very set personality person. So if you're thinking that they're going to change, they're not. They're not going to change. I think they have good intentions. I think they care about you. I think they're very protective of you. And so there's a lot of things you're going to really like about this person. But this isn't someone that you're going to be able to convince or persuade. They're set in their ways. So it's like you have to balance. What do you want to do? Is this going to work for you or not? I think how far this relationship goes, ball is in your court. I don't think this person is going anywhere unless you tell them. Like if you say, I don't want to see you, they'll respect that. They'll be like, okay, I'm sorry to hear that, but all right, Virgo. You know, unless you tell them that. If you are a Virgo that's pursuing someone, a Scorpio or an Aries, that ship has sailed, I think that this is someone who is really changed. They're very different from what you remember them being. Even if it hasn't been that long of a time, they're very different from what you remember them being. They're very self-assured. They're very independent. They might have even come into some success in the time that you've been apart. And I don't think they're opposed to talking to you, but it's not going to be a rushed reconciliation. It's not just going to be like, oh, you know, baby, come back. And that might be where there's some disappointment. Like, you know, if you're patient, it'll happen. And if you're consistent and if you prove yourself, it'll happen. But you might come back and see, wow, this person has really changed. This person has really, really changed. They've grown up a lot. All right. So I thank you guys for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Be sure to watch your moon sign, rising sign, and Venus videos. See what resonates with you more. If you would like a private reading, go ahead and click on the Calendly link in the description of the video and schedule a private reading with me there. And don't forget, guys, every single day on Instagram and Facebook, I post a card of the day, a message of the day, and a fun little pick a card game. So make sure that you follow on Instagram and like on Facebook so that you're able to see those free daily messages as well. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Have a wonderful month.